Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Lee, and you listen to Looking for Love right here on the Sports Guys Podcast.
And welcome into another edition of the Backstage Pass, again powered by the SportsGuysPodcast.com. Here again, Brandon Morrell here. We are presented by scmedia.us, our official Backstage Pass sponsor. Don't forget, coming up tonight, we'll be out there again at Armadillo Live, good company, Armadillo Palace in Houston, Texas. Day before Halloween, having a good time out there doing some Texas country and having a great time out there. And right now, pleased to welcome into the show one of the all-time greats and one of my all-time favorites. He is a legend in many books, as Mr. Johnny Lee joins us here on the podcast. And Mr. Lee, how are things going?
Just fine. Just got into Houston, Texas. Gonna make Gillies and watch the Astros kick some butt after a while.
Well, I tell you what, getting your thoughts right there, coming out and talking a little sports. I think Justin Verlander on the mound. I know you're a big fan too, but Texas native, and I think tonight's the night. What's your thoughts?
Well, as long as Verlander doesn't give up too many runs, right first, that's going to be the key to it, I believe. So
I think 3 good games in Washington D.C. and then coming back now to close it out for the second championship in 3 years. So hey, pick your beer tonight and have a great time and drink. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
well,
really.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit, of course, like I said, legendary for many, many reasons out there. And I know we talk about that big song that kind of made it all happen, Lookin for Love, which we're going to feature here coming up just a little bit too. But I guess, take me back in your career. I know you did a tour overseas, too as well. And I guess just take me back and what are you most proud of as you look back in your career in music and some of the things that are some of the big highlights out there?
Well, getting a gold record, the Urban Cowboy movie was a big highlight of my career. And, of course, going back even further than that, back in 68, teaming up with my old buddy Mickey Gilly. And, gosh, there's so many highlights of my career, man. Going all night about them. But
when you look back and you start talking about that song, Lookin for Love, and how it became a crossover hit, spending 3 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Country Singles chart and also top 5 on the Billboard Pop chart and every chart you could find out there. I guess what made that song so special? And we talked about Urban Cowboy a little bit, but I know you were very proud of that tune and how it crossed over many different genres, right?
Yeah. The song that made it special is the song itself, written. 2 school teachers got the idea for that song for classroom of second grade children, and it got discovered by me, and I decided I'd cut it, and wow, it's really pulled its own way through. I thought Stand By Me was going to be the song of the movie, but Looking for Love just kept playing,
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty special, man.
Looking back, and I know your relationship with Mickey Gilly, of course, another Texas native out there too, but what's been, I guess, some of the highlights in your career working with Mickey Gilly, and what's that relationship been like for you?
Well, me and I are like brothers, as far as highlights go, man, our whole career has been a highlight, We're doing an Urban Cowboy reunion tour right now. He and I are selling out venues, and at our age and everything, we're just blessed to still be able to be doing it, and people still come to see us,
Where are some of those dates going to happen as far as the next a few weeks? What are some of the tour dates you guys have lined up?
Oh, gosh, Oregon, Idaho, Washington, all over, back down in Branson. So, all over, everywhere. Yeah.
Now, I know you grew up on a dairy farm in nearby, which is now part of Santa Fe, right there in Altaloma, which used to be a great location out there. Love that area over there, too. And you actually had Johnny Lee and the Roadrunners, and after graduation, you went into the Navy, served a tour of duty there. We thank you for your service there. What was that like in Johnny Lee and the Roadrunners? You remember those days?
Oh, yeah. We started at an FFA, in high school. They needed a singer, and I herded cattle and always made believe that I was singing, for, I guess I developed my chops. And gosh, it was just a lot of fun, playing for Teen Hops and stuff, you know. It was a lot of good memories.
When you look back, and of course, I know I'm just a young stud over here, born in 1980, but I loved the movie when I got older and I got to watch it. But Urban Cowboy, you know, just like as a shot at Gilly's place, catapulted you to all the fame out there. And, you know, we talked about Looking for Love. We're going to play it here in just a second. But looking back at that movie, I guess so many things made it special. But at the same time, I got to commend you and Mickey on that project. What a great job.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man.
I guess looking back at that storyline and what made that a hit movie from back then too, you know, with the soundtrack and Looking for Love and all that good stuff, what was your favorite part in that entire project?
Oh, just being able to be a part of the movie, you know, and having a song, having Looking for Love and Cherokee Fiddle in a song in the movie, you know, and Road Hard and Put Up With. Gosh, just, you know, it was all of it was great, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now we're going to play that song here from country music legend Johnny Lee. Here it is on the Sports Guys podcast. Here it is, Looking for Love. And you'll enjoy this one. Take you back to many memories.
Thank you. Well, I spent a lifetime looking for you. Thank you very much. Single bars and good time lovers were never true. Playing a fool's game, hoping to win, and telling those sweet lies and losing again. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. I'll bless the day I discover another heart looking for love. And I was alone then, no love in sight. I did everything I could to get me through the night. I don't know where it started or where it might end. I turned to a stranger just like a friend, 'cause I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. I'll bless the day I discover another heart looking for love. And you came a knocking at my heart's door, everything I've been looking for. There's no more looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of. Now that I found a friend and a lover, God bless the day I discovered you. Yeah, you, looking for love in all the wrong places, in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of. Now that I found a friend and a lover, God bless the day I discovered you. Yeah, you, looking for love.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Elevate your next event with Backstage Pass DJ, MC, and announcer services, where unforgettable moments take center stage. We specialize in bringing energy and excitement to a wide range of occasions, including weddings, birthdays, corporate events, school dances, graduations, family reunions, class reunions, anniversaries, engagement parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, office parties, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, conferences, and more. No matter the venue, whether it's a banquet hall, ballroom, conference or convention center, concert hall, outdoor venue, office, community center, barn, or any location of your choosing, our team ensures seamless entertainment tailored to your needs. Let Backstage Pass create the perfect vibe, keep your guests engaged, and turn your celebration into a lasting memory. Book your event with Brandon Morell and Backstage Pass today. Go now to thesportsguyspodcast.com and enhance your next event with Backstage Pass.
And welcome back here to the show again. Brandon Morell and the Backstage Pass, again presented by scmedia.us. And again, country music legend Johnny Lee joining us here on the program. And I guess, you know, from start to finish, I still have that old copy of those old vinyl records. And I know you remember those days where basically I grew up in that 90s country sound right there too. But, you know, a lot of people still love to have it, you know, in their hand and a copy of it too as well. And I think that's what makes that era pretty special. And I know that a lot of people still have their own vinyl copies of that, right?
Yeah, they do, and I'm working on a new CD right now. I'm gonna get some vinyl made of the new CD, rather. You know, I don't know, just it's so much more expensive to get vinyl made now, but be worth it to me to have it. You know, I think folks like to play the vinyl. You know.
You know, you kind of mentioned new music there and kind of what you're working on. I guess give me some of the highlights off the new music and when can people expect it and where can they get it?
Well, get it online or at one of our shows or whatever. I did a bunch of songs that I've written on there. So going back into the 80s, Willie Nelson was playing guitar on one of them that I wrote for him. And the rest of it's all, I'm doing one of the old songs, Statue of a Fool. And that's the first country song I ever learned. And the rest of it's just a bunch of stuff that I've written, you know. Doing a song for you, Leon, oh gosh, can't think of his name right now. Me and Tony Jolene, you sing Gillies, we're doing that song together, so. You know, I try not to make any bad CDs, so. You never have. And I go back to the singles charts back then. I remember One in a Million, Bet Your Heart on Me, and of course the Yellow Rose, and that Yellow Rose duet with Lane Brody, and the theme song to the hit TV series NBC for that at that time. And I guess just talk about those songs and what were some of your favorite parts, and just putting out hit single after hit single. Well, those. You named it right there, hit single after hit single. That was the key to it, you know. Lane Brody, I did that song with her. It was written for the TV show, you know. And the guy that rewrote it, I said, man, this guy must not have ever been to Texas before in his life. So Lane and I, we rewrote the song and recorded it, and it went to #1, man.
And then you look back and you see songs that come through in the 80s. I still love them. That's the old vinyl records. My grandma raised me on the right stuff. Picking Up Strangers, Prisoner of Hope, Cherokee Fiddle, Sounds Like Love. There's just, I guess they just keep coming and coming, right?
Yep, they did. Yeah. I'm still doing my show every night, so.
Music, Johnny definitely changes people over time, and it's so much of a connection made with people. I guess what's so special about, just not people getting into the music business, but also sustaining success? What advice would you have for young artists today?
Well, advice I can give you, don't ever quit it. It'll never happen, That's all I got to say is don't ever quit it. It'll never happen.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to, I don't know, man. Music's changed so much, but music's been changing ever since music started, so,
mm-hmm.
It's the only advice I give.
When you look at the industry now and you start seeing all the streaming now, and of course, back in my day growing up, we all love to have, like I said, that vinyl copy or CD in your hand. What's your thoughts on how it's changed, and I guess how the streaming services have definitely changed it today?
Oh yeah, streaming. Only thing I like about that is we get paid on it now. Back a long time ago, I never got any checks so long, for airplay or nothing. But now it's kind of, I don't know. It's all different,
Mm-hmm.
It's all different, real different.
And with that too, we've seen like a lot of people have songwriter sessions now, and of course, I think songwriting is a craft, Mr. Lee, and I think looking back at it too, like I said, you never put out a bad song. Everybody knows that too at the same time. But do you feel like a lot of the songs you've written throughout your career, does that just come from personal experiences, life experiences?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
For the most part, and that's where people can kind of look back at it and say, if we can relate to that song, we all go through the life experiences to be able to relate to that too. Right now, time to feature another song here from the great Johnny Lee here on the Sports Guys podcast. This one called Never Been to Texas. Here it is from Johnny Lee here on the show. Enjoy it.
Saw a man on the TV, he's out in California, talking about where we all came from. He said the reason we're all here is purely accidental. He said it's all because of evolution. I took a drink of coffee, walked out on my back porch. I looked up at heaven, then I looked at my old horse and I thought, he ain't never seen a sunset out west, a cactus or a paintbrush bloom in the springtime. He ain't never heard a coyote crying, a young colt take off running for the first time. Well, I thought a lot about it. Sometimes we overthink it, but the only thing that makes any sense is if you don't believe in God, you ain't never been to Texas. I wish all those non-believers could cross that old Red River. Lord, it would surely open up their eyes. When I wake up every morning and I look out at heaven, it ain't hard to realize if there's anybody out there still trying to figure it out about where we all came from or what life is all about, I'd like to tell you, you ain't never seen a sunset out west, a cactus or a paintbrush bloom in the springtime. You ain't never heard a coyote crying, a young colt take off running for the first time. Well, I thought a lot about it. Sometimes we overthink it, but the only thing that makes any sense is If you don't believe in God, you ain't never been to Texas. No, if you don't believe in God, you ain't never been to Texas.
And welcome back here to the show again. Brandon Morrell inside the Backstage Pass here with country music great Johnny Lee here. So I guess the story behind Never Been to Texas, what's that story behind that one?
Well, it's a song kind of explains itself, you know. Just, I don't know, man. It's just song kind of explains itself. That's all I can say about that.
Now, no, you know, one of the best things to do out there, I've never been to some shows. I've been to the town. I got to get to some shows next time I get there. But everybody talks about Branson, Missouri, and going there to see some different shows, a little entertainment capital, kind of like a hole-in-the-wall place. But I'm sure there's a lot of great stories you can tell from Branson, Missouri, right, playing there?
Oh, yeah, but you're right. All the stars really left Branson. There's a lot of tribute shows. Mickey Gilley and I are two of the names that are left in Branson. We don't work there, but Sundays and Mondays in the fall and in the springtime. That's all, you know, because we stay too busy on the road working, you know, making other dates happen. So, but Branson is I don't know. Branson's really changed a lot for the good. Mm-hmm. With the exception of all the stars being gone, they'll bring in the Mansion Theater for 2 or 3 nights at a time, or a couple of nights at a time. You know, like the Bellamy Brothers and shows like that. You know, so it's really Branson's really changed a lot.
Now, I got to ask you about, you know, of course, being from Texas, everybody knows the great barbecue, the great food, all the different genres of food out there, and different cuisines. What have you kind of been into lately there? I know, you know, Mickey's does serve some good food there, some good drinks. So what's kind of your favorite food, I guess, when you're in Texas all the time, you get a chance to eat out a little bit?
Oh, yeah, first stop's Whataburger. And yeah, and you know, you can't taste, you don't have Whataburger, you're communist. So that and barbecue, you know, but I like to barbecue myself, so you know, but never Whataburger.
Whataburger, hey, you can't go wrong with that, Mr. Lee. That's always a good one too, as well. Now, I know also too, you got like I said, just a great lady doing some good things out there. Your daughter Cherish is, Heart of Gold. She's doing some things out there, what she loves to do. How proud are you of how the success she's had so far?
I'm really proud of her. She blessed me with a grandbaby 3 years ago, October the 12th, a little grandson named Wyatt, and she's a great singer. She's got a good ear, and she's a good artist. You know, she paints and she writes, and you know, she's really good at her music career. So I wish her the best.
Now, of course, when you get a chance to, you know, kind of step away from music a little bit here and there, what are some of the other hobbies that you kind of enjoy doing out there when you're not doing music?
Well, I like to hunt, I like to fish, and play golf. But it's been about a year since I've been able to play golf. I got diagnosed with Parkinson's a year ago, and I'm in Houston right now. I got a doctor's appointment Thursday to go to the doctor and get tweaked up. I had brain surgery 2 months ago. And, you know, so I'm going to hopefully get back in swinging my golf clubs again. So, but hunting and fishing is what I love to do.
Now, as far as your golf game, now mine is terrible. I can't even probably get a 96 now, and I ain't swung a club in about a year now. As far as your game and getting back into swinging things, I mean, it's a very peaceful game. It can be a frustrating game at the same time, but what do you shoot when you're out there?
Oh, in the 80s, you know, low 80s.
Hey, you're a lot better than me when it comes to playing that game too at the same time. And I guess as we we close out 19 and getting ready for a new year for 2020, and a lot of good things going on. What are some of the other projects you're working on? I know you kind of mentioned a little bit of new music, but what are some of the other things you and Mickey got going on out there?
Well, I've got a cookbook called Chef Boyardee and a book called Still Looking for Love. And they can get that online. Go to my website and get all that. And gosh, with life, we're going to continue doing what we've been doing, man, till I kick the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, man, Mr. Lee, we appreciate the time here on the Sports Guys podcast. Go Astros! Hopefully, bring home a second championship in 3 years. A lot of great young players are definitely building a dynasty. You built a dynasty for a lot of young artists today, man. We sure appreciate the time, and hey, good health to you, man. I'm sending it your way too.
When you serve, the scars don't always show, but at Bless IL, we're here to help heal. We help veterans and families affected by PTSD. At Bless IL, we understand that the journey after serving in combat doesn't end when you return home. PTSD impacts not only the individuals who serve, but also the families who support them. Bless IL provides the essential care, support, and resources for American and Israeli Defense Forces and their families who are navigating the impacts of PTSD. Together, we can overcome the darkness and reclaim the peace and strength they deserve. Assisting is easy. 1. Go to blessil.org. 2. Click on how you heard about us or let us know who told you. 3. When donating, set your level for monthly, quarterly, annually, or a one-time gift. Let them know they are not alone. For those who served, for our heroes, for their families, for our future. For more information about Bless IL, go to blessil.org. Bless IL, supporting troops and their families of American and Israeli forces. Brought to you in part by Brandon Morrell, Backstage Pass, and the Sports Guys podcast.
You have been listening to the Sports Guys podcast with Brandon Morrell.